Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. We're gonna do Colors of the Month again, as I promised in Wednesday's video. This is the February Colors of the Month Challenge palette. You guys really seemed to like it when I selected my colors live on camera at the beginning of January's Colors of the Month video, so we're gonna do that again. If you're not familiar with the Colors of the Month Challenge, this is a limited color palette challenge that Marker Universe puts out. I will talk more about it in just a sec. We'll save that for a bit of a voiceover part. It's not a contest. Sometimes they run contests, but it's more just a have some fun with colors kind of challenge, and they advertise products that you can buy that would match the challenge, but you don't have to. For February, we have some very Valentine's kind of colors. Let's bring that up here. We have a pink. This is hex code ECB2C7. We have a yellowy beige kind of color, hex code F3E6C6, and we have a nice deep red. This is hex code C33A32. When you're doing the Colors of the Month challenge, you can use all three colors selected, you can use just two, you can use just one, doesn't matter. You're just not allowed to add other colors besides black and white. And no, not sponsored, I just love doing this challenge. So let's go ahead and try to match these colors. There we go, brightness up on the screen, that helps a lot. So I have swatched 10 different pinks here. Okay, I'm gonna look both in person and through the camera. I like the look of this one. It's a little bit brighter. This one seems to be the right family, but it's a much lighter tone. It looks even lighter on camera than it does in person. On camera, I think this one over here is the closest match, although this one on camera looks great. In person, it's way too fluorescent. We're gonna go with this one. So this is the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is Copic RV21 Light Pink. Next, we will try to match this yellowy beige color. Lots of contenders. Okay, so we have 14 contenders on this one. On camera, this one looks surprisingly good, but in person, this is very orange. In person, I like this one best, and that's okay on camera. These ones are close. Actually, this one's very close. This one's a little too grayed out. This one's also very close in person. On camera, it's almost an exact match, but that one felt very dry going down. That one is a Spectrum Noir Illustrator from the old Jazza box, the Smart Art collaboration, so it's a couple years old now. The Spectrum Noirs just don't seem to hold up. Does anybody else find that? I'm going with this one. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Test. Yeah, same one. Okay, so that is Ohuhu Y120 Buttercup Yellow. Interesting, that is my favorite yellow in my Copics, out of the Copics that I have that are yellows, and I didn't even pull the Copic one because I didn't think that would be the appropriate color. It's not quite the same color in the Copic, definitely the Ohuhu one. And finally, let's match that red. I do find reds are really hard to match, and I find I don't have very many true reds in my marker collection, so this may be an exercise in futility, but let's give it a try. 9 contenders. I can guarantee some of these are going to be way too pink. So these ended up being a lot more similar to each other than I thought they would be. In person, I'm liking this one and these two the most. On camera, I think this one, maybe? In person, that one's the pinkest, actually. What about that one or that one? Which would you guys pick? In the comments down below, 2 or 6? I'm gonna go with 2. So that is Ohuhu R2 Vermillion. Interesting. Vermilion should be a very orangey red, and if you pick up the Copic Vermilion, it's going to be, but not in Ohuhu. There is the color palette I will be working with in this video. Interesting. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to draw. Let's kick it into voiceover for the rest in 3, 2, one. First of all, I just want to thank everybody who has watched Wednesday's video so far. You guys have been so kind about vlogging, potentially vlogging on the channel, studio vlogs, talking about art stuff and book stuff, not good, getting too wild. I do have plans to try another second channel so that I can branch out into totally different things. I promise it won't take away from the art channel. I will only set an intensive schedule over there if it gets to the point that it does better than this channel, but this channel will never go away. I'm never going to stop doing art here. And thank you guys so much for all the compliments on the portrait I did in Wednesday's video, the portrait of one topic at a time. It's getting a lot of upvotes and a couple of positive comments on the subreddit as well. I'm really hoping that One Topic sees it next time he does a video going into his own Reddit, because I think he's going to be all bashful and tickled pink, and it's going to be adorable, and yeah, I want that satisfaction of being the one that made them all bashful this time. So if you are unfamiliar with the Colors of the Month challenge, let me explain it a little more in depth. Marker Universe is an online marker retailer servicing the USA and Canada. They used to be only the USA and Canada. I'm not sure if they've figured out yet how to expand into the rest of North America. They started out as Imagination International, and they ran the website copicmarker.com because they used to be the middleman distributor, exclusive distributor for the North American market of Copic products, but the parent company for Copic, they're called 2. They are based in Japan. They had a bit of a restructuring. I believe the next generation inherited the business, and they did away with middleman contracts, so these guys no longer have the Copic contract for North America. Retailers order directly from 2 now. So these guys, they had to get a whole bunch of different brands, they had to restructure, they had to figure out a new business model. They had introduced this challenge in 2018 with exclusively Copics. They started the Copic Colors Challenge, so if you ever see that hashtag around, that's where it got started. And what they would do is they would pick 3 colors from Copic's catalog, the colors that were available in both the Sketch and Ciao ranges, and they would actually make custom packs. You would pay, I believe it was $15 US, and you could get the 3 chosen colors as sketch markers, or you could get the 3 chosen colors as Ciao markers, and because of the price difference, they would throw in a size 3 multi-liner of a color that went with the set, which is how I have almost all of my colored Copic multi-liners. And as they started restructuring and started introducing other brands, and they lost their Copic contract and they couldn't make the custom Copic packs anymore, they changed it. It became the Colors of the Month challenge. They've tried specifying more than 3 colors. If you go back through my Colors of the Month videos last year, you will notice that there were 4 colors every single month. This year they've come back to 3. When they changed it, at first they were using Pantone colors, and then they quickly just went to hex code colors so that everybody can just match it based on that. They will go through their inventory and recommend colors of the brands that they're carrying that they have in stock at the time. At first, when they changed it over, I bought the complete set of the Karen Brushmarker Pro watercolor markers so that I could always do this challenge in the exact recommended colors that they use in their shop. Well, ever since Karen started pushing the deco pens and really expanded that color range out, Marker Universe has only been selecting those colors for the Karen products in their suggested items in their shop, and the colors don't necessarily match up anymore. And the Karen watercolor markers, like, they're good, but they're not great. They're not my favorite thing to work with. I would prefer the high quality professional light fast markers like Winsor Newton or Faber-Castell's Albrecht Dürer if I'm going to actually be working in watercolor markers. I also love the Tombow dual brush art pens that I've recently had the opportunity to try. I do plan to get the complete set of those once I save up enough gift cards on Amazon. I get gift cards randomly when I win contests with book blogging. So at some point in the future, I do think I'm gonna let the Karen set go and sell them. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm getting off topic. With the Colors of the Month challenge, whether you're using the products that they suggest or matching the colors in the same type of products, but the ones that you have, or matching the colors in an entirely different medium. You can paint, you can use colored pencil, you can go digital, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be markers. So you take all 3 colors they've suggested, you take 2, you take 1, doesn't matter, mix them, blend them, use them straight, dilute them, add black, add white. All of that is fair game, just don't add other colors. There is a caveat: if you are doing human portraits, you are allowed to also use other skin tones, and because blending and diluting is okay, you're also pretty safe to use intermediate tone gray markers or other supplies, whatever gray. I would err on the side of neutral grays unless you've got something like, since these are all very warm colors, I could probably get away with warm grays. Wouldn't get away with cool grays. I would suggest if you are using pre-mixed grays in the challenge that you stick to the neutral grays, because that could reasonably be your black diluted. So when you do your piece, you post it wherever you want on social media and you use the hashtag colors of the month or hashtag COTM, maybe even actually tag Marker Universe if you want to, and they'll see it. Other people will see it. You'll get likes, you'll get views, maybe people hop over to your other socials if you've got stuff linked up, and if they really like your piece, they might ask your permission to reshare it on their page. Every once in a while they do actually run a contest as well, where they're actually looking for you to submit your Colors of the Month pieces to them, and then they'll run a contest. Whoever has the most votes or whatever, you'll win coupons or a free surprise or whatever from their shop. In that case, you do actually have to be in a place that they would normally sell and ship to, so USA and Canada. But you don't have to be just in the USA and Canada to have fun with the challenge. You can participate from anywhere in the world because for the most part, it's just a fun challenge. Update on subscription boxes. The February Art Snacks has already shipped. The February Scrawler box is not packaged yet, so that'll ship in the next week or 2. I have already canceled the renewal on Art Snacks. I did not intend to keep subscribing. I am not sure if I'm supposed to cancel Scrawler Box now or wait until I've actually got a shipping notification, but it'll be tight. Like last month they didn't ship until the 17th and it's the 25th that it gets charged again, so like I might start asking around. So we do have 2 more legitimate art boxes coming. After that, we are going back to exclusively when you see me doing an art box, it will be the No Box Art Box Challenge. If you're brand new here and you haven't seen that yet, the No Box Art Box Challenge is a challenge I've been doing since 2018 where I recreate subscription boxes using items I already own. I started that just out of, a sense of I missed out on all of these boxes that I didn't know about that got started 2 and 3 years ago. Let's try them. And I've continued doing them because they're just as popular here on YouTube as the legitimate boxes. And a lot of you really like the art educational aspect of what else works in place of it and why did I pick those supplies and that kind of thing. So I have a lot of fun doing that. We'll get back to doing a lot of those because I won't have any real boxes to do. In the meantime, next week I may do a No Box Art Box of a different service, neither Art Snacks nor Scrawler Box, just to fill the time. But you guys also really loved the Dark Side of Subscription Boxes video I did, where I pulled out all of the supplies I've got from art boxes that I never use and talked about the bad and the ugly, and then used a bunch of them in a piece. I asked you guys in that one if you guys want to see me do the flip side, the things I really love about art boxes, the things that I've gotten in those boxes that I really, really love and continue to use. You guys love that idea, so I'm going to turn that into a mini series. I will bring out everything that I have received from subscription boxes that I love and continue to use, and then I'll group them off into their different categories, and we'll do however many categories I get, I'll do at least that many videos doing different pieces with those items. So look forward to that. Tell me which category of mediums you're really excited to see. Like, are you really excited about watercolors, colored pencils, markers, random other paints? What are you hoping to see? What else do you want to know in that vein? Like, do you want me to talk about what the best and worst papers in art subscription boxes were? I've also been considering doing just a comparison of the different art boxes graphics companies I've tried before. Are you interested in that? Not entirely sure what I'm doing next week, but I will be bringing you 2 more videos next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, and definitely Friday. Art Addict Alliance won't be until the following Friday, so both of next week's 2 videos are going to be just whatever I think of doing. I don't have plans yet. I really need to get back to planning my videos a bit farther ahead of time. Anyway, suggestions please, requests, tell me what you want to see. If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left side of the screen now. Don't forget to like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!